Mocha family, I have a question for you guys. And of course, I'm in the car because that's where I live these days. But are you ever offended when people use your race as a descriptive way of describing you in conversation? Say you were in a situation where someone was trying to describe you to someone else who maybe doesn't know you, and they were trying to say she's a young woman, she's tall, she's married, she has 3 kids. You know, I've been in situations where the other person, and usually the other person is Caucasian, says every single possible descriptor except for race. And I've just been noticing, and in talking with my friends, we've all been noticing that it's a thing that if you use race to identify or describe someone, that's considered racist. And I just want to know, are there black people that really feel that way? And I say black. If you want to say African American, that's not a problem for me. But are there any black people that feel that way? I mean, I know that it's a dominant idea among people who aren't black that you can't say black. I don't think my race is offensive. I know I'm black. I'm happy to be black. I don't mind if you describe me as black. I believe that things like calling me the N-word, that's racist. That's offensive. Okay? Putting my race down is racist and offensive. But saying that I'm of this race, calling me black, calling me African American in a non-derogatory way, I don't think that's racist. And I don't personally know anyone who feels that way. And if I'm wrong, please leave your comments down below. And I'm bringing this up because I had an experience recently where I had been in conversation with a friend, and she was describing someone to me, and she described that person as being African American. Then she contacted me to apologize for doing that, letting me know that she didn't mean anything by it. And I was so blown away because I remember during the conversation, I remember thinking, oh, good. I'm glad, because we would have been sitting here forever trying to figure out who this person was. I said, oh, I'm glad she's not one of those people that feels like it's a bad thing to describe me by my race, or that other person by their race. But she really felt trouble to make sure that I knew that she wasn't racist and that she didn't mean it in any bad way. So I'm just wondering who came up with this? Who started this? This seems to be such a dominant thought. Do you really feel that way? I mean, just please leave your comment in a classy way, in a respectful way down below, because I'm really alarmed by how we're majoring in the minors and what race talk is looking like now. Like, that word racism is thrown around so much, especially I feel like in the younger generation, in my kids' generation. I feel like there's a lot of casual race talk and a lot of joking going around, and comments lightly being thrown around, and people saying, oh, you're racist because you thought I was going to serve fried chicken, or you're racist because you think I like watermelon. And honestly, you guys, is that really what racism is? I feel like by making light, when racist things really do happen, we don't know what to do with those. We don't know, how to react appropriately, because everything is so lightly and casually racist in our conversation a lot of the time. But this colorblind thing, and I've said it in videos in the past, really, really gets under my skin. I feel that God created all these colors, all these wonderful, beautiful colors, and I love the diversity that's everywhere. I think the idea is not to stop seeing color. I think the idea is to see color, appreciate color, respect color, honor color, understand color. I don't think there's anything wrong with having cultural differences, acknowledging them and understanding them. Instead of saying we're colorblind and being afraid to call people by their race, but yet not saying anything when something truly racist is going on. And I know I kind of even hesitated in making this video because there's just so much race talk going on, and I didn't want to add to the conversation in an unproductive way. But when that happened with my friend, I was like, can somebody please let them know that that's not racism? Wanting me to leave your neighborhood when I buy a house in your neighborhood, that's racism. Clutching your purse when my husband is dressed in a three-piece suit, climbing out of a Lexus. We don't have a Lexus, but I mean, that's an example. But you're still clutching your purse because you think every black man is a threat. Not wanting me to be in your colleges, not wanting me to progress in your businesses, not, making it difficult for me to get my views and needs out in the political arena. That's racism, okay? Thinking that I'm gonna serve fried chicken and watermelon and things like that, that's stereotypical, but that's not racism. Okay. So I just really feel like we need to educate ourselves and educate our children and be educated so that, when we really do need to mobilize and open our mouths and take a stand for something, that we're contributing to something that really matters. So that's it for me. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had experiences like this and what your personal perspective is on this kind of situation. And please be respectful, honor the fact that people have different perspectives and understandings, and make this a kind of environment where people are comfortable to ask questions and not feel stupid or attacked. So I will see you guys in the next video. Be blessed.